Hello, you are most welcome. I'm teacher Ivan from Wuna Educational Services. In today's lesson, we shall be looking at scientific notation and significant figures. Scientific notation is used for writing very small or very large numbers in order to reduce the errors during the writing. Where when writing a very small figure or very large figure, it will be easy for you to skip out some of the figures since the number is very big. So to curb that problem, we introduce the use of scientific notation. When a number is written in form of a times 10 power n, where a lies between 0 and 10, i.e. from 1 to 9. A should be from 1 to 9, strictly one figure, from 1 to 9. And n is an integer. The power is an integer. An integer means it can be a negative, it can be 0, it can be a positive. That's what an integer means. So we shall say that the number has been written in scientific notation. When we write our number in this form, then we shall say that the number is written in scientific notation. But a should be from 1 to 9, one figure. We don't write two figures there, unless we have a point somewhere, and that point should not come after 2 digits. It should be after 1 digit, as we shall see in the examples. Then the number or the power on 10 can be either negative or 0 or a positive. So let us look at examples of how we change numbers to scientific notation or form. For instance, we have 59,600,000. So we are going to, in this number we don't have a point, but we shall introduce our point at the end, and we shall move the point until we are left with 1 digit on the left. So we shall move our point up to here, and then we shall count the steps that we have moved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the number of steps we have moved becomes our power. And since we are moving from right to left, the power is a positive. And now we shall have our number written as 5.96. We are leaving out these zeros because they are meaningless. After a point, when we move the point, these zeros become meaningless. And therefore we shall write 5.96 times 10 power 7. The power indicates the number of steps you have moved. And if you are moving from right to left, it is positive. Then number 2, we have 0.000078. So we are going to move our point until we reach a figure that is between or from 1 to 9, that is a 7. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Since we have reached a figure that is from 1 to 9, we shall pause our point from there. And the number of steps we have moved, there are 6 steps. They become our power. But because we are moving from left towards right, that power is a negative. In the first example, we're moving from right to the left. the power is a positive. We are moving from left to right, the power is a negative. And the number of steps indicates the power. The direction of the movement shows the sign on the power. So that gives us 7.8 times 10 power negative 6. So this is how we shall write this figure in scientific notation. Number 3. We have 60,220. In this, we don't have a point, but we shall introduce the point at the end. And then start moving our point 1, 2, 3, 4, until we are left with one number on the left of the point. And that number should not be a 0. Then we shall, since this 0 is embedded between the non-zero digits, we shall keep it, but we shall drop the last 0. So that we get our answer as 6.022 times 10 power 4, because we have moved 4 steps. And since we are moving from right to left, our power is positive. Let us go to example 4, where we have 131.6. Our point is between 1 and 6, but it has 3 figures on the left. However, we should leave 1 figure on the left. So that's why we shall move our point until we are left with 1 figure on the left. Since we have moved 2 steps, our power is 2. And we have moved or displaced the point to a new position. Therefore, we shall have 1.316 times 10 power 2. It is positive because we are moving from right to left. So that is how we convert or we change numbers to scientific form. Otherwise, I want you to try out these questions following what we have been doing. You will try out this, and if you don't mind, you can share your answers with us. However, I still continue requesting you to subscribe to our YouTube channels. We have more than one. We did so for easy and proper organization, so that you may also enjoy the well-organized learning environment. We have Wuna e-learning platform. We have Teacher Ivan's online class. We have Wuna Kids channel and Wuna Math channel on YouTube. Then we have the same channels on Facebook. And we also have Wuna Educational Services on Instagram and TikTok. Otherwise, let's meet in our next lesson.